I had a funny day yesterday because I contacted eBay. Uh, it was a Sunday. It's great that they're there. I contacted them because I wanted to sell something, and I wrote the advert, everything was done, and just because I went to put it online, I was told that you can't be an international seller. You can't sell on ebay.co.uk because you don't have 10 sales or 10 feedbacks in the last 12 months, maybe. I went through a very long process of being transferred from somebody who was not knowing what he was talking about to somebody else, the third person. And at the end of this long, kind of like hour and a half chat, she stressed to me again that my feedback would be passed on to the relevant authorities in eBay. So I'm going to give some feedback to Met Government, metoffice.gov.uk, because I've seen this weather forecast this morning. I think I watched it, and I thought, hang on, what? First of all, don't hold back on the great graphics. You've got fabulous graphics there with those isobars, and let's have a bit more of it. Let's have a bit of a pan out as well. Pull back. Let's see a bit more of the Atlantic and Europe, and let's see that storm approaching. Why not? I mean, the main bugbear though is that this storm, which is big enough to be named like a hurricane, okay, is referred to as a she. Now, come on. I mean, hurricanes are named alternatively with Martin, Nigel, Nigella. What comes after N? O, Oliver, and Olivia. So it's always a male and a female name that follows alphabetically. We don't refer to the storm itself as a boy or a girl. I mean, it's a storm. It remains a storm. The name is there to label it, to give us a label, to give us a reference we can understand. Michael Fish's hurricane in whenever it was that felled the trees in Sevenoaks. I don't remember what that was called, but it was a storm. It was the Great Storm of 1987. It didn't have a gender. It shouldn't have a gender, and yet today, even the Met Office are giving that impression via their presenters that that's the case. So I just thought I'd give them some feedback. Anyway. Roll camera and action.
Good morning. So it has been a rather wet and windy start across the south of the country today, with Storm Katie moving her way northeastwards. Further north though, much drier and brighter with just a few showers around to start with. So we take a look at how the day does progress. We can see Storm Katie there moving her way northeastwards. We do have various wind and rain warnings in force with that, which you can find more information about on our website. Behind it though, into this afternoon, it will be a much drier and brighter picture across the country. It will remain fairly breezy, particularly across the south and southeast of the country. Elsewhere though, much lighter winds, so in any sunshine it is going to feel rather pleasant. Temperature-wise is around average for the time of year, and as I said, in those winds it will feel a little cooler, particularly around the south and southeast. Elsewhere though, should feel not too bad with highs around 10 degrees. Looking ahead through the rest of this afternoon and overnight, we see that those largely dry conditions do persist. A few showers do start to push their way across the south of the country, and also some in the far northwest as well. But on the whole, a largely dry night to come, and we will see some clear spells developing as well. Now, under these clear spells, we will see temperatures dip slightly cooler than we had last night, falling closer to freezing, so we may see some frost developing in places, but away from the south where those winds do stay fairly breezy and keep temperatures up slightly. Looking ahead into tomorrow, and we do have another day of sunshine and showers to come. Those showers are going to be most frequent in the west, and we may even see some sleet and snow around on the highest ground, particularly across Wales and also across the northwest of Scotland as well. Elsewhere though, it is going to stay largely dry, plenty of sunshine around, and again highs of 10 to 12 degrees.